can see me, type yes. Type yes if you can see me. Oh, great. So how are we all doing? How's everybody doing? So first of all, I think I'll start with introductions. Most of you have probably know me from the email. My name is Uwem, and I'm the program manager for the entrepreneurship program. And basically what I'll be doing is guiding you throughout your training, the work training, through the mentorship, through the business plan process, through everything. So basically, I'm like a guide throughout this period. And supporting me is Ibukun. Ibukun is sitting somewhere behind me. Ibukun, just concentrate. Yeah. So great. So where do we start? Someone just said that he cannot or he can't hear me or she can't hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, so I guess some people can hear me. So what's going on? Why are people saying they can't hear? See, interesting. Okay, where do we start from? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through just a summary of what to expect this period as to enable entrepreneurs. So the next 12 weeks is going to be very intense. It's going to be very interesting. You're going to learn, you're going to grow, and we're going to fight. Of course, it's part of the growth process. We're going to fight, we're going to have issues, but in everything, you're going to come out of this program well prepared for the business world, well prepared to succeed, well prepared to challenge every obstacle that will stand in your way. And as you know, in Africa, the world of business is very interesting, very, very interesting. It's like it's obstacles upon obstacles. Things will always, go wrong and all that. So, give me a second. I really want to quickly check if if people are following us on YouTube. So if you cannot view this stream, you can also check out YouTube. There should be a streaming link for YouTube. All right. So I'm going to turn off the chat for now, so you can listen, and then you don't miss out on everything I have to say. How many of you? I shouldn't be asking this, but a lot. How many of you have used TF Connect today? How many have logged in to www.TF Connect today and used the platform? I guess so. TF Connect is the platform that we're going to be using for all our interaction, for all the mentoring, and for every or anything related to the mentorship and learning. Now, TF Connect is a very, very robust platform, so I expect that you take it very seriously. You use the platform very, very seriously because it is this platform that you will use to learn. It's the same platform that you use for to network with your friends, with your colleagues. It's the same platform that you're going to use to grow. So one of the things that I always teach the entrepreneurs is that we need to start seeing business as a collaborative effort. It's more than just money making. It's more than just profit making. It's about collaboration. How can you use your resources to not just develop yourself, not just develop your community, but Africa as a whole. And you can only do that through collaboration. Now, TF Connect is a tool that would help you achieve that. I would like to add that the video will also be available. So don't worry if you miss out on anything I say. So back to TF Connect. Um, like I said, it's a learning and dynamic platform that we're going to be using for the 12-week training, and it is the platform through which we're going to be doing the mentoring. Now, for the Startup Enterprise Toolkit, you're going to be given weekly tasks. You have to achieve these tasks. It's very, very important that you every week you tick off your task, because that way we can monitor you. That way we know that you are following the program and you're doing what you ought to do, right? We don't want a situation where we expect you to be doing certain tasks, we expect you to be interacting or mentor, and you are doing nothing. So I expect that you have connect, which I'm sure most of you have done. We're going to talk about the Startup Enterprise Toolkit, your mentoring connection, which contains basically your interaction with your mentors or your mentor in this case, and every other thing on this list. Most of you know how to log into TF Connect, right? www.tfconnect.com. I'm very sure that everybody that has to due diligence eventually logged into TF Connect. If you did not, then wow, we're in big trouble, right? Yeah, so I believe that YouTube is up, and I'm sure um, I'm sure that I want to believe that YouTube is up. Okay, I'm trying to make sure that everybody on YouTube can view this video. So just bear with me. Okay, while that's going on, so I'm sure you've logged to tfconnect.com. Now, when you log into TF Connect, you see the dashboard, right? And now the dashboard just shows you a feed of what every other entrepreneur like you is doing. And so you can see the news feed, what people are posting. You can see your profile completion, which is this. This test profile we use has just completed up to 26%. And then to the side, the menu, you can see the side menu, which contains the messages, the calendar, the Startup Enterprise Toolkit, which I'm going to get to, and then an option to invite friends to, kind of and see what you're enjoying as TF entrepreneurs to experience the platform. Yeah. So sorry for all the breaking transmission. I'm still trying to ensure that everybody on YouTube is benefiting from all this. I want to make sure everybody is following us. Okay. If we can't get this working, what we'll do is I will we'll make the video available. Now, when you click on Startup Enterprise Toolkit, the side menu to the left, where I'm hovering around, right? It will take you to a page that contains your connections. Now, your connections it just shows you every relationship you have on the platform. So if you're paired with a mentor, it will show your mentor. What you do is you click on it to view all the tasks. For some of you that started the Startup Enterprise Toolkit before we officially began the program, some of you might have gone to week 2 and week 3. Now it has been reset, so there's nothing to worry about. What you see when you go to the Startup Enterprise Toolkit is setting the scene. And basically, it's just a brief introduction on our expectations, what you're going to learn, and all that. Now, if once you start the program, we start at week 1. Now, week 1 is basically for you to learn about the platform, learn about your mentor, just basically help you familiarize yourself with the platform, the mentors, um, the community pages, etc. Then what happens is every week your new task is unveiled. Every week. So every new task. So your week typically starts on Sorry, telling myself sorry. Your week typically starts on a Monday, right? So every week you're going to see something new. Now, on Sunday, you will find out what Sunday night or the next Monday, it it kind of resets to new activities. So when you go back there, you see that you have new activities for the next week, and then if you move ahead, more activities. That's how we're going to go for the next few weeks. We're going to keep on seeing activities. So let's look at a sample case for week one. You have to ensure that for every task you have, once you complete them, you check them off. So say for example, it says complete your personal profile and business profile. Once you do that, you come to this checkbox and you click on it. It's as simple as ABC. And the platform works on both your mobile and your desktop or your laptop, so there's no excuse. And this is one of the ways we track entrepreneur and we know what is going on. Without that information, without you checking off your task, we do not know if you are serious with the work or if you are doing what's expected of you. Now, for every task, we also expect that you add comments. So that way we know that you're interacting with the mentor. Um, we know that you're taking what you ought to do serious, right? Yeah. So I'm moving to the next slide. Remember when I talked about adding um, comments? Now, for every mentoring connection or every task, you and your mentor can have conversations. So in the once you have access to the startup enterprise toolkit, which is going to happen from the 1st of May, you begin to see some of these features. But right now, if you log in, you cannot see any of this. So you can actually comment, and your mentor goes back in to say, hey, why didn't you try X? Why didn't you try Y? That with things, your conversation with your mentor is documented, so that even 2 or 3 weeks from after the program is completed rather, you can go back and review everything that's been done. Now, a very, very important part of the 12-week training is the resources. Now, in the resources, okay, let me structure it this way. Every week we have resources that are tied to your task. So say, for example, in week 5, you're meant to, in week 5, you learn about branding. And there are certain things you ought to know about branding. You know, branding is way more than your logo, is way more than your business card. And in that week, we have exercises that say, okay, go out to the market and research on similar brands like yours. Now, there are worksheets that are available in the resource section through which you can document your findings. Now, this screen that I'm showing you, see, this is how it will appear. It will appear as a pop-up. Now, very important, you should note that we have our resources in different languages, which means if you're a French entrepreneur, all you need to do is come right here and click French. If you're a Portuguese entrepreneur, all you need to do is come right here and click Portuguese. Simple as ABC. Very, very, very easy. So let's move to the next thing, your activity tab. Now, tab basically shows what everybody is doing. So as TEF 2019 entrepreneurs, you all are an ecosystem. You all yeah, let me call you an ecosystem. So much is happening between all of you. Now, for week one in the activity tab, you can just go there and see what everybody's saying about a particular task. Did you learn? Did they learn? Did they have questions? Did they need more answers? You can actually get a general feel of what everybody thought about the week's content. So yeah, activity tab and then network. From the network tab, I'm sure you know where the network is at the top menu, top right. If you click on network, you can view every other TF entrepreneur in the same cohort like yours, or even across TF Connect. You can view their profile and you can see what they've been up to. You can see pictures of their businesses and the likes. Um, Yeah, so that's for network. And then community. Community is actually very, very important. Now we are going to, for this cohort, we are going to manage the community in 2 ways. We're going to manage it on TF Connect, which is very important. Your action on community page is also going to be documented and be used in your final assessment so that we know the entrepreneurs that are really, really engaged. So just logging into TF Connect and logging out is not going to help you. We expect that you take that you also engage with other entrepreneurs, engage your mentors, engage with the platform. And we're going to be recording all this so that we know those that will not get access to the free capital. So in the community page, there will be a particular topic that will be just for TEF 2019 entrepreneurs, which means that other people will not be able to see. Other people will not be able to deal with only TEF 2019 entrepreneurs, which means your conversations must be in that group. You see it clearly written there when it's activated, TEF 2019 entrepreneurs. So there you can go there, discuss business registrations, discuss doing business in your country, discuss the risk content, network, share your ideas and all. Then the second platform we're going to be using is Telegram, which most of you I'm sure are part of now. Most of you would have gotten the link to the Telegram group, and I expect that most of you have already joined. And now there are rules to using the Telegram group. Please, 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 please do not just type anything into the Telegram group. Do not send broadcasts. Please respect your fellow entrepreneurs, respect their time, respect their eyes. Do not just post random pictures and things. Everybody's here to learn, to class, to grow together. Please do not put any content that does not make sense. Okay? All right. So we've talked about community. Now, just quickly touch on communication etiquette before I listen to your questions. You must remember that your mentors are there to just guide you, which means you must be very respectful to them because they're taking out of their time, they're taking out of their schedule, they're taking out of their lives to focus on you. So please, 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 please be serious. Take your mentors seriously. When you write them, let your subject line be meaningful. Don't just write, "Dear sir, I need help." Let it be meaningful. Maybe it could be further help on with one topic. Let it be something that they'll be willing to open and help you with. Be clear and concise. No need to write an essay. Go straight to the point. Good afternoon, Mr. X. Thank you for being my mentor, for agreeing to be my mentor. This is what we learned this week. This is what I need further explanation on. Also agree a time and communication schedules because your mentors are very, very busy. Very, very busy executives. I expect that you agree on schedules with them and you stick to it. So if you agree that every Friday we should have catch-up sessions, you ensure that every Friday you make yourself available to discuss with your mentors. You don't want scenarios where the mentor is available, the mentee is not available. The mentee is available, the mentor is not available. That will not make sense, it will not help you. Then lastly, avoid spamming your mentor. If we're supposed to meet today, tomorrow, say tomorrow, you send a reminder today, then tomorrow morning you send another reminder. That's okay. Don't send 1 million messages because I'm very sure that if your mentor sees your message, he will reply if they are available. Okay. So that's that. What we're going to do now is we're going to listen to your questions and we're going to answer a couple of them. And finally, please, please, please ensure you read every communication from the foundation. Mails are sent to you for a reason. They're not sent to you to just gloss over them. Read to understand, read to respond. Don't just ask questions. Where you have questions, ensure it is not already answered in your emails. Ask your fellow entrepreneurs. Where you don't have answers, then you now reach out to the foundation. Also check your spam folders. We send quite a couple of emails and the people who not receive them. Meanwhile, the emails are sitting in their email addresses or email accounts. For those using Gmail, you can also check your promotions tab. We found that some of the emails end up there. So thank you for this very boring and very long presentation. And I think I'll take your questions now if you have questions. Yes, please. Yeah, moderate, please. So if you have questions, please ask questions. So how, okay, don't worry, I'll answer that. So one of the first questions I'm seeing, and is very, very funny and odd, is since completing my due diligence, I've not received any email, yet I was told I've been verified. Maria, I'm not so sure what the problem is. If you did you get an email for you to attend this webinar? If yes, is that not an email? What exactly are you expecting from the foundation? You, I'm trying to understand. What do you want us to send you? Um, from Madagascar, somebody is saying network challenges Swaziland. Okay, all right. So one of the things I did I told the 2018 cohort and what they did is that they always came together to hold their webinar. So for those of them that were in the same city, they gathered together in one place and used same laptop equipment so that they were not spending too much money on using their data. So I expect that you do that. Wow, there's so many questions. So many questions. I'm struggling to keep up. If you could please be picking out questions. Wow, that's many questions. Any French, if you read your email, you see this is why I always oftentimes fight with our entrepreneurs. An email went out to you today. If you read your email, you will have seen that we said we're going to do an English session today, and on Friday we'll do a French and Portuguese session. So read your emails when we send them to you, and read your emails to understand and not just respond. Because as entrepreneurs and as business people, trying or not struggling, who are going to grow the next businesses that will change Africa, the next Amazons and all this, feedback is very important. Which means that when you get feedback, you listen to understand and then implement into your business. You don't just react. Week two of the Startup Enterprise Toolkit is about the problem-centric entrepreneur, which means you think from the aspect or from the perspective of the customer, which means you listen to them, you don't just react. So please read emails sent to you. Okay. Somebody is asking what is the deadline for business registration. So many times I've answered these questions over and over again. Yes, you're expected to start registering your business. But obviously, I'm not wicked to tell you that the first week is the deadline. You start till the business plan period. In short, you still have till midway to the program. That's 6 weeks into the program to present your registration certificate. So there's nothing to worry about. Somebody's asking, thanks for the meetings. And I wanted to ask, will our mentors continue to advise us even after 12 weeks? This is where the responsibility falls on you. If you have a very good relationship with your mentor, trust me, your mentor will not want to leave you. We've had cases where mentors not only advise entrepreneurs past the 12-week program, they help them sign and even locate bigger opportunities, bigger deals. There's a mentor called Poco Rollins in Cameroon who helps his mentees even strike business deals with the government. So if you and your mentors keep on growing, of course your mentor will always look out for you. So you will strive to have a good relationship with your mentor. You don't just see your mentor as a tool. See your mentor as a means to an end. See your mentor as a path to growth. Um, so somebody's asking about the relationship managers for UBS. So for some of you that have are in UBA countries or countries where UBA has a presence, relationship managers will reach out to you. Please be patient. The reason why they've not reached out to you is because we had finished the due diligence process. But now that we are concluding on it and we are finalized, you will get um you will you'll be contacted, okay? I failed to log on to the Telegram group. So somebody's saying he's having issue with the Telegram group. Unfortunately, we did not create the Telegram app, so you might have to take it up with the support of the Telegram app, right? Write to them. We just use the platform to um, we use the platform to interact with you. So we do not have anything to do with the verification message and all that. Will I be able to access the video at any time? Of course, this video is going to be made available once the webinar is over. How about the 300%? So someone's asking about the forum. And several times I've told you, wait for information from the foundation. Yes, we're going to provide accommodation for 300 TF 2019 entrepreneurs, but wait for information from us. Do not just start, just wait. We'll send instructions on what to do and how to make use of that accommodation that we are making available. How many mentors can a person have? You can have only one mentor. How many mentors do you want to have? However, we always advise that you also get an offline mentor, somewhere, somewhere that you can always interact with offline. You can take the mentoring offline. It's still the same mentoring content, right? You're still learning the 12-week program, but you can also you can ask advice from 101 people. It doesn't change as long as they're advising you to do the right thing, right? Is there possible I use a new business name different from one I submitted? Of course. You just have to provide your registration certificate. So somebody's complaining about the Telegram group and saying that the Telegram group was meant for us to connect and share experiences. Of course it was, Geoffrey. But I had to mute the group because people were not following instructions. Remember what I said about reading and understanding and then acting? At the top of the group, there's a pinned message that contains instructions. How you have to be concise and straight to the point. How you don't need unnecessary conversation, XYZ, and all those things. A lot of entrepreneurs refuse to follow them, and so we muted the group. However, after this webinar, the group will be unmuted and you can interact with yourself. And I will not unmute. I will not mute it anymore. That's up to you. If you decide to be rowdy and noisy, you will all miss out on relevant information, and well, that's your own business. So among yourselves, you have to come together and decide to behave right. Um, so somebody's saying, if I have my business registered, do I also need to have a business account with UBA? Of course. If you're in a country that has UBA, you must have a UBA account. UBA is financial partner, and it's through UBA that we use for interaction. Okay. Can the Telegram group be segmented by countries? No, we do not have that time. We don't have the resources for that. However, within yourselves, you can have mini groups, but please stay active on the larger group, because that's where information will be shared with you from me, from the team regularly. So it's important that you take the Telegram group very seriously so you don't miss out. So one of the things I do is every Monday I will share a message, every Friday or Saturday another message, just so that we're on the same page, just so you know what's happening in the program and you know what our plans for you are. Yes. Okay. How often do we check in with our mentors? Right on the screen, right on the screen, there's communication etiquette. Please read that. You see, one of the things I said, I was talking about, read. How about countries where UBA might not be operating in? Of course, where you don't have UBA in that country, we expect that you open an account with a reputable company, reputable bank. My business is in Mauritius, but I registered the business in Nigeria. I'm sorry. Your business must be registered where you are operating. We will not fund an account, a business account that is not situated in the country where the business is running. Okay? Should I go ahead and you can go ahead and start opening your business account with UBA. But like I said, to make the process easier, they'll be reaching out to you. So I guess we'll have to round up now. Somebody's saying you cannot see the Startup Enterprise Toolkit icon. Like I told you, I said we have reset it and you officially see it from the 1st of May. So relax, you're going to see it from the 1st of May. I'm trying to see any different question because questions seem like repetition. Yes, the presentation will be made available to you in French, in Portuguese. So relax, okay? And no, the group will not be muted. The group is going to be left for people to collaborate and discuss among yourselves. Thank you very much. Apologize for the technical difficulties. We tried to stream to YouTube, but we've really had a very difficult time. I really don't know what happened or what went wrong, but unfortunately, we've not been able to stream to YouTube, so quite a number of people have not been able to join. However, this video is going to be made available. I'll make sure I work on it and ensure that you get this video by this evening, so you can catch up and with some of the questions and some of the things you might have missed when I was speaking. Also, the presentation will also be made available, like I said earlier. Thank you so much, and it's going to be a fun ride. I promise you, it's going to be a fun ride. Like I really do promise you, it's going to be a fun ride. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to be challenged, and at the end of this office, you're going to be better off for it. Okay. So thank you, and have a great week. The next webinar will happen Friday. Subsequently, all webinars will happen on Friday from 4 p.m. Have a great day.